So I wanted to make a review video of these ATK touring bindings. This is the Haute Route 10 Plus. I'm a big fan of these ATK bindings. Like in general, they make great bindings for ski touring, SkiMo, uphill, whatever you want to call it. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of content out there online talking about them. So this is a ski I built this season. Pretty lightweight ski here. And what I like about this binding is I can basically put in the first position and get my pins covered, get into uphill mode. And then if I'm on a very steep section, all I have to do is flip this a second time, and now the riser's significantly higher. I've never seen terrain that was so steep that this didn't cut it for me. There's a lot of other bindings that either don't have a second riser level, or to get to the second riser level, you actually have to rotate the binding, which, let's be honest, it's not easy to do when you're in the middle of a mountain and you got your gloves on and whatever else. So this with just a pole flip, very easy. And then there's a couple little details, like there's a magnet in here, so this stays in place. You can see it kind of like snaps into place because it's magnetic. Similarly on this side, it snaps into place. And like with all ATK bindings, when you get it over the pins, this is kind of a loose fit, but if you push down, it clips into place. This is not going to move. So just that feature alone, I really like that about the Haute Route binding. And then the other great thing about it is it's adjustable. So you can see back here, let me get it into focus. You can see there's adjustment here for basically the din, 4 to 10, also here, 4 to 10. And that basically allows you to make some fine-tuned adjustments on the release value. I generally like my skis to release early, so I have these set to, I believe, a 6. And it's really easy to change that if you want to. So again, really convenient that not only is it a super functional binding, really easy to use, but also adjustable, which is great for safety. I don't think it came with it, I don't remember, but I had it installed with this adjustment plate. So that gives you 30 millimeters of adjustment if you have more than one pair of boots. So I have like a lightweight boot. This is adjusted for it now. It's pretty easy to loosen those screws, move this back, and then I can use my hybrid binding. My hybrid boot. The other thing I like about these is they have a simplified system. Normally on the toe piece, what you have are, like a coiled spring on one side or the other, and it's really easy to get snow stuck in there. So this system, I'm not an engineer. I have no idea how they engineered this, but basically a little bit of pressure, and this just, I don't want to pinch myself, but this just like snaps into place like really securely. So what I often do is I get my toe in here with my boot, I line up one pin, and when I just sort of gently press down, boom, it just clamps right onto my toe. It's very easy to get this connected to the toe. I've struggled with some other bindings that I've had, and this was really great. It also has down here, I didn't buy the crampons yet, but this is a little extra piece that you can put crampons on. Again, if you're doing like really treacherous, icy, steep terrain, that could be a big help. I think they're about $80 for the crampons that go with this binding. And then you can also see inside this hole, you can see it says ski. Basically, this is ski mode, right? That's where the toe piece is locked. That's ski mode. And then I can kind of clip this up once in its a locked position. And I believe there's even, I think it, anyway, when my boot's actually in there, I kind of pull it up twice. But right now, like, this is very locked. You wouldn't want to go downhill in this position, but in uphill, like, this is not going to open on you, and it just feels like really secure. And then again, super easy to release this. When you're wearing gloves, when you're on the mountain, I just flip my pole upside down, and when I push on here, it opens very easily. So yeah, I've been really happy with these bindings. They were not inexpensive. I think I got them for about $600, which, you can get bindings for 400, but it's made of, solid aluminum. This is no joke. Like, these are probably going to outlive my skis. These are really well made. I love the double riser height, the adjustability, the toe piece, being able to adjust the boot length. And I believe, I don't remember the exact weight. I want to say per ski, it's like 220 grams. That's pretty light. I mean, you can get ultralight race bindings, for about half that, 110 grams, 120 grams, closer to 100 grams. But you're giving up so much functionality. You're giving up the crampon capability. You're giving up a really robust and easy to use locking mechanism. You're giving up a second riser. You're giving up the adjustability. You're giving up the adjustment plate. So, for me, like, this was the perfect balance of, these are pretty light, but they don't feel flimsy. They don't feel like they're going to break on me. I really have a lot of confidence using them. And then the last thing I'll mention is these do not have brakes. Obviously, an alpine ski, you always have brakes. Most ski resorts have rules. Most races have rules that you need to have brakes, that the ski, if it falls off, it doesn't turn into a projectile missile. But these did come with a Kevlar leash. So basically, on my boot, I have like a little loop. I just clip this onto my boot, and this leash is pretty flexible. So I haven't been able to take the skins off while the leash is still on and my boot's still engaged. But what I can do is I can unclip my boot from the toe, and then standing next to the ski, I'm able to reach behind, lift off the skin, and basically take the skin off with the leash still attached. So there's enough give that works pretty well. And I have not had any unwanted releases, but if the ski were to pop off, it's not going to get far because of the leash. So that's it. Again, I'm not a professional skier. I don't tune skis for a living, but I do like good equipment, and I'm really happy with these ATK Haute Route bindings. And there aren't any reviews of them, so hopefully this helps you if you're considering buying these. And I've been super happy with them. Hopefully you find bindings you're happy with. Cheers.